with Shannon there beside me, so she makes it look a lot better. But she's home with an emergency for our pet, so it was one of those things she couldn't make it. And so it's tough, but hi, Shan, love you, miss you. Guys, we're going to talk tonight about mistakes that people make in Lifewave, okay? But we're going to have some fun with it, okay? So I don't want to beat you up too bad because we all make the mistakes. But does everybody remember, of course, if you're really young, you may not remember, if you're like my kids don't watch movies past 2010, but the movie Pretty Woman, right? And so with Pretty Woman, if you recall, Julie Roberts goes into the clothing store, and they don't want to sell to her, right? And because she doesn't have any money, she doesn't look the part, so they force her out. So she comes back in with an unlimited credit card from Richard Gere the next day, dressed all differently, and she said, "By the way, you remember me from yesterday? You wouldn't wait on me. You're paid on commission, right?" Big mistake. Big, huge, okay? So everyone with me, anytime you hear me say big mistake, I want everyone. I need everyone's participation here. Everyone's got to say big, huge. Let's try it one time. Ready? Big, huge. All right, excellent. And everybody at home as well, if you've made any of these mistakes at all, then I want you to put it in the chat. Just write big, huge, okay? All right, excellent. So sometimes we talk too much. Talk too much, right? Anybody guilty of that? All right. We try to talk like David Schmidt. If you try to talk like David Schmidt, you're making a big mistake. Big, huge. All right. A lot of times you try to be the scientist, right? You try to be the scientist. It's not duplicatable. It's not duplicatable. You want to just pass on the information, right? This is it info. You're going to hear that over and over and over, right? Just pass the information and zip it. Literally, just zip it, okay? Be a professional connector, all right? Be a professional connector. Connect people. You heard that just a little bit ago. Connect people with your upline, okay? Your upline, senior director, executive, presidential, SPD. Guys, senior director and above, they know what they're doing, okay? They are duplicating, they're making it happen. So don't play, we call this the pretty bird syndrome, okay? And I always reference movies, but from Dumb and Dumber, you have the kid that has the little bird, right? And he's going, pretty bird, and then, so he kind of keeps it to himself, right? And then you think of Lord of the Rings as well, right? My precious, right? It's my precious. Don't do that with your new people, okay? You want to expose them as soon as possible to your leaders. You better believe I want to get them past my voice ASAP and get to the Hosiers and the Finnegans, okay? And Steve and Gina, obviously. So pass off the information and just zip it, all right? Oh, I see some mistakes there. All right. More than one. I always say, don't try to be the quarterback and the running back, right? Just be the quarterback, right? We have the coaches. We have the coaches with David Schmidt, Steve and Gina, okay? And so we just want to be the quarterback. Hand the ball off. Let the running back run the touchdown. When you try to be the quarterback and the running back, you're making a big mistake. Big, huge. All right, need it louder. All right, so number 2, follow-up. I'm not going to say much about follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up, okay? 24 to 48 hours. If it's 49, you probably lost them, okay? So if you're not following up with intention, you're making a big mistake. Big, huge. That was better. Okay, number 3, starting and stopping. I'd say this is one of the biggest mistakes that people make in Lifeway. Is sometimes they even come out of the gates like champions, man. They just come out like just roaring, like, man, I'm going to tear this up, and failure isn't an option. Ever have anybody tell you that? And then 2 weeks later, you can't find them, right? So starting and stopping will kill your momentum, okay? So hit the gas pedal and don't let up, okay? Look, we've been talking about 2025 for so long. We're here now. We're here. So my advice is hit the gas pedal and do not let up. Don't take your foot off the gas. If you're taking your foot off the gas, you're making a big mistake. You guys are good. You guys are good. Okay. Only talking wellness. Now, this is big for me. Obviously, we have the best product ever invented, right? Right now at the X39. Best product ever invented, literally, in direct sales. All right? But if you're only talking wellness, then all you're getting is addition. When you talk opportunity, you're going to get multiplication. All right? I tell you, 15 years ago, when we got a phone call, about an opportunity, if it would have been, hey, we want you to try this product for $50, I'd have been like, I'm not spending $50 on that product. I don't have any money. I'm a broke school teacher and basketball coach. So the fact that they talked opportunity changed everything. It changed our world. Because you don't know what's going on behind the four walls of individuals. You don't know what's going on. Had no idea that the previous week, I had just told my oldest son I couldn't afford his basketball shoes. Had to look him in the eye and say, yeah, but I'm sorry, I'm going to have to wait probably till my next paycheck, hopefully, okay? And man, when I heard Olga talking, I mean, I can relate so much to that. I'm talking, I could go down a rabbit trail here. I mean, I remember driving home from my first teaching job from Cincinnati to Tip City and I was panicking because I saw my gas tank, about ready to hit low, hit empty. And I looked in my console there and I saw a big old chunk of change. Mostly pennies. And I pulled that. I pulled out the change, and I walked in the gas station, and I placed the pennies and the nickels and the dimes on the counter. Had no idea how many there were. I had people in line behind me. You talk about embarrassing. That was rough. I remember spending the last $20 in my bank account for Wendy's, for dinner, for my family, and dropping it on the floor, dropping all the food all over the floor. So, guys and gals, you got to talk opportunity with people, okay? If you're only talking wellness and you're not talking about the opportunity that we have here, you're making a big mistake. Guys, Lifewave is an absolute blessing. It's a blessing. Yeah, thank you. Yes. Don't thank me. Thank Lifewave. Guys, don't hide the blessing. Don't hide the blessing that we have here. You need to share it. And if you're not sharing it, you're making a big mistake. All right, guys, it is time to absolutely rise up. It's 2025. Listen, we're not just flipping a coin here, right? Like, hey, I would like it to be a good year. I would like 2025 to be my year, right? But it's time to decide and make 2025 your year. God bless you all. See ya.